Let's go.
Yeah!
Damn it. The whole village is turned. Back to the stables go. town. One to go.
Everything's back the way it was.
Fresh silks from the caravan. Like naught you've seen before.
Take that, you naughty thief!
Clyde!
I just wanted to see how the town's been.
Since all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still just as the good.
Are you a lord? They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. Speaking of men, there may be a rather worrying...
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in and they have formed what one could, and they grow more organized.
We'll fight them all off just like last time. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organ by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to...
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating...
I'll go and speak with...
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor? That's easy. One of them swings a sword, the other forges.
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I've developed something of a... And having worked so hard to see its sentiment, Master Lubor said...
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to...
He asked for my aid in putting down the... And he said that you might be able to help.
Then you've come at just the right time. There are more camps in the vicinity, but we must strike together, and we...
All right.
There's one upriver.
Leave it with me.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers! Take his head off!
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the...
No, but...
No. Something...
What is it?
The whole town's in... They're saying that Luke...
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let some of the children spotted him, and when Lubor felled him, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been... If he has, well, I wouldn't still. All those people see is a man who's lied.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And, well, it was bad.
We're sorry, Luke, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. All that matters to me is that...
Look at him talking to his better... All lies, I'll wager.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to... We need to do something. Convince the people not to let their
You're right.
I'm glad you agree. I'm a Dalmek born and you head to the town. Make Conrad. They know that Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is...
Why you two? Why do they always have to make such a...
I knew all along that he was playing us for fool.
Forgive me for disturbing you, but...
I've seen your face.
As have I. Lord Underhill was...
That's right.
The rumors that he's a bearer.
He'll never be mayor now.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, in this at least he's done the town a service.
Leniency? He pretended to be...
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him?
Perhaps. And they will thank you not to get...
The townsfolk have made their minds up.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie...
You never know. Once their anger is cool...
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
I assume this is...
There's still hope.
But perhaps not in this...
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. We'll talk some sense into them in the end. You'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be...
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie. yourself be true. That was rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken, but I do not doubt that she was always true to, and so must I be. I must do what I know to be right. And now, I must embrace my new role of villain, for only united can they hope to stand against the I'll need to make a suit.
Don't go, Lubor. We'll be all alone.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that
How could it possibly be for the best? The least you can do is give the townspeople a
I would not take it, Victor.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this? I thought you were better than this, but it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubo?
Of those available to me? But where are my manners? Here. Right then. I have packing to...
If there's anything I can do.
I'll bear it in mind.
Here, take a look at my wares. Of course. Come again.
Here's the scraps you're after. Have you noticed the Elder has been... lesson?
Yes. I hear Master Seal drew up a new tonic for me.
Thank you for the leg, mister. Mummy made a pottage from it.
Sounds delicious. Perhaps you'll invite me round to try. Next time.
Lord Rosfield, is there all...
Perhaps. My brother said, have you learned anything of note?
Little and less.
I see.
Be assured, however, that even now, our archaeologians scour...
Fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. Ultima's thrall, as if protecting the secret.
Secrets we'd see, Anna.
Should our methods be of interest, mayhap it would please you to observe.
Would that be possible?
Of course. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect... If you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be Might I suggest you take the road through Titan? It will lead you straight to the village.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey.
A village built around an airship. Sounds like another lost wing.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Too slow. Come on. Yeah! This might take a while.
Be safe.
Oh no. You'll pay for this. There will be survivors. Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. Too slow. Let's try. Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying. Thanks to them, and to you.
You call that? Your brothers might still be alive. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying.
We are charged with a duty of the highest import.
And you think your dead brothers would agree?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your...
Cyril told me of your work here. And
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in...
It's one thing to lay down your life for another. But for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Let us continue then. There is a second half.
Here, take a look at my wares. Fine choice.
Ah, you are...
Here.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that...
Cyril, losses which could have been avoided. Were these your orders?
No. That every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix.
Even when death is avoided?
My lord, the Undying have served the Phoenix for... We live to serve the Phoenix.
Cyril, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to provide your survey parties with an escort. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix. Please.
I thank you, if you will permit me to respond, and we of the Undying will as first shield to the Phoenix.
I do.
Then we are of the same
Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer.
I never thought I'd have...
Good day. May we meet again.
Clive!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to... told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. Enough for the villagers to barricade.
Well done.
Welcome back. I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost were keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did...
Blackthorn.
Oh, what?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down, unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. So then, long enough for us two to turn it.
Then your idea of an apology.
Don't listen to him. You only did...
But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, he left it to me. Bloody if someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to... Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about...
So you're wasting half of mine.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted. I may be a selfish prick.
What you had to do was your...
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. You can finish beating each other up.
Fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. Short enough on time. Still, give us a mo, would you?
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Don't want any nasty... Oh, and... Blackthorn?
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls.
What was that?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out.
Good idea. Get yourself...
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight it.
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are inside, order your men. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting.
August's right. I've seen what the people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate, but it won't come to that. Take good care of Dravo.
Leave it to me. And...
All right. Which one of you's first? out. You're not getting past me. question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall.
Good.
In time, yeah.
Sid! You're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly...
I'm afraid there's no getting rid of that ether, meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those...
And that's if the flood don't spread. I hate to say it, but the village is dazed.
That may be. With ether floods springing up all over, we'll fortify the gates, and I'll see that they're guarded.
All right.
As for you, Black, that's twice you've turned up when Dravoj needed you. So...
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you.
Too bloody right you should. I always envied you. How you leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally. I hope you see the sense of it eventually.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same... It's not about the craft. I wouldn't send my sons to... I've kept working, honing my skill. The average castle apprentice has as much... Come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means...
That's a kind offer. There's people who trust their lives to my stick. But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's back.
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let...
I never thought I'd see...
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid.
And this is?
A token of our... But I'm of a mind to make it. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to...
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to... I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel. And I've looked at the engravings on that thing. And they're not just for show.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravoj in the... I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs between the two of us.
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the...
He's more than welcome, as long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan. The man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword.
It's funny, but... You remember Camille? With the steel, meanwhile, will be... And that whetstone from the outer aisle? And the final flourish will...
A team effort.
Now, save that talk. Right.
To the bellows it is, then.
Bugger me.
a sword to...
It's quite...
I, trust you.
Thank you.
So, does this make you pet?
This? It'll take more than that to earn us our place, but we're up for the challenge.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft...
That's a weapon I'd like to see.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past.
Then
Trouble with your gear, or... So, what'll it be? Anything else? I never thought that if it hadn't been for you. And if it hadn't been... I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak, and if it hadn't been for you. You do what you need to do, Clive.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Let's go. Yeah! You deserve a rest. That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now.
Ah, Sid, sir.
Good, thankfully.
Ah, that's brilliant! I'll fit him to the smelter right away. May I... The Telemon furnace!
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid! And I ain't about to let your good...
It's fine.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make it...
You could just...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy. It's a metal, see? So it's...
Stretchy metal.
That is the spirit. So, what do you reckon?
Thank you, Owain.
Shh. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal. Can't think of any right now, but maybe even out there. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the event.
They'll hardly believe they're right.
You won't find a fire array this side of the street. Many thanks. You've a discerning eye. A fine choice. You've a discerning eye. May you but smile upon.
What's happened?
Ah, Clive, you'll be...
That is good news.
Yes. Comrade, I still have much and more to prepare. It's a cute... You couldn't do me a quick favor.
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours.
I know, but...
No buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
And you had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
El? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium...
It's not so surprising. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone?
Are you offering to be my bot? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything, even if I fail to free these bearers. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any...
Oh, and that's me. Well, it looks like I'm following the meeting the Silver Peak Consortium. Who should never join them after this, surely? No, she said it herself. She means to stay with us then. I can't say I'm not happy.
You have to trust her.
You're right. And if El's off fighting for the cause, so I bid you farewell and safe I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar then. I'd better not keep Eloise waiting.
What's happened?
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
Good girl. Run like the wind. I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult?
I did. It's about that we had all but finished making arrangements.
You misunderstand. The consortium, it was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you, and so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such that what is done is done. Come then.
Alas, you are too late. We rarely take on such unconventional. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from a most demanding fellow. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed. Even that's what you get when you deal with continent.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is... They pay good money for bearers, not fit for the knacker's yard. And treat...
That does sound... No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that... And with it, my interest...
My associates will be sorry.
I'm sorry you weren't able to...
As am I. He was right. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to... Their representative hinted at a possible purchase. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell. As soon as he left, I sent my own...
So you never...
No. I entertained the... I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out.
You tried.
I did. They deserved more. I wanted so...
Eloise! Word from Cashlock. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountain. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off. They need help.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just...
Hold on, Theo. Let's go.
Faster!
All right. I can walk from here. Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it.
We just have to pray, mate.
I can do better than that. Come on. Run like the wind. All right. Where are you, Theo? Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore! Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you!
Elle.
Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that...
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses, and I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo, a late bloomer. In more, for unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive her before they could.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause, but he said you deserved a better life, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed and devoted myself to the... But I have never regretted being with my brother meant more to... I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night, and... He was never, if anything...
You weren't, Eloise. That he had always been grateful, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live. That neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You did whatever was necessary, and you always would have.
You're right. It was so we could be together. Oh, Theo. I know Theo wanted me to move on. We can make a difference here. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do. Ensuring that goods, people, bearers, bringing smiles to people's faces, just like and to Theo's. This is the life I have chosen.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then.
I dangerous will back. You're blind, you know. Excuse me.
Come here, Paul. Examining still. Do what? We must. Follow me. There. Fine. What way are you going? What are you doing? There. Fine.
I'll still say it were a compliment.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look...
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting up and we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted? Very little is known of Ash. And we have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's board, if there is anywhere safe...
And tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know...
But no splinters!
All right, but interrupt me. Barnabas Tharm, the one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard...
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks...
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Clive. What is it that you wish to learn? The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
How do you split the sea?
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
Clive, you must listen.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? And what I discovered appears to agree with the...
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origin, but while I've always known it to be important, now, however, I believe I know where to...
Master Clive, have you ever in your travel? I would think not. Few have, but there was once a time when the faith flourished. The oldest known religion in the hints of its dogma remain embedded...
Wait. You said it waned on Storm.
Religious monuments are often torn down, but if no new faith arose, and so, you see now...
It would appear the past still has, though in this case, it would not have been possible without... To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good...
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished, I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
If it please your grace, might I one day borrow the chronicles? For a short while.
Of course.
Lid said I could ride the Enterprise next.
You need but ask.
No, she didn't. She said I could.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's... I say we, but... it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large part, as well as slow our march, and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I, and a scout. Preferably a good one.
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to...
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like, the ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs...
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for Royal...
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her... You'll be needing passage home after...
But... Very well.
If there are no questions...
Let me know when you're leaving.
Of course.
How do you split the sea?
Is something wrong?
Not at all, honestly. Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order.
I'll hold you to that.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Clive, I wanted to...
What's this?
A chest of all the... Seeing as you're so reluctant to come...
I'm sure it will be very entire.
And work Rodrigue all the harder, you mean? I'll take that particular piece of it. Besides, who else is going to see that you're...
Who indeed?
Please, your grace. Ah, my lord Marquis.
Yote.
My lord. Yes. It's your brother, though he does his best to hide it.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering. But his grace's case is severe. So I consulted with Talia, and thankfully a recipe was found. And our supplies are almost... Unless we can secure more soon. My lord, I know that...
For Joshua.
Thank you.
So?
A rare herb by the... It grows only where the ether is densest. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, the search continues for a new source.
So it's only that you can't reach it?
Well...
Then I shall go in your...
But...
You've yet to find another source, correct? Besides...
Well, Stonerwort is easily identified by... I shall remain here, and...
Faster!
Now to find our Stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck. Well, I won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it. is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right. That should do it. Let's get these back to Yote. Yote, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
Yes, my lord. I'm sure it will serve us until we can...
I'm very glad to hear.
You and His Grace are very much... You think only of how you might...
No more than you have minding my brother.
I am on, but I beg you, my lord.
I'll keep that in mind.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it. Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?